Hello and welcome to another update video about the DXY as we are getting ready for another trading week. So we had a very interesting development here on the chart end of last week. Last week we discussed that we could be working our way up here in an ABC structure and that this C wave could be forming an ending diagonal. We said that this third wave will probably run into resistance close to these previous highs and close to the channel resistance. So it found resistance just sort of between these two highs from back January and December and the upper boundary line of the channel, got rejected, and we said to maintain upside potential in the C wave, it needs to hold channel support ideally. Yeah? Now it came down quite impulsively, quite strongly, and that brings the blue count on the chart. So it's going to get very interesting because it made a new low. Yeah, it made a new low against basically lower than the last wave 2 low. So the yellow count as it is doesn't work out anymore. I mean, we made a local top as anticipated. It came down, but it dropped a little bit too low and basically indicates that this particular count in yellow is not valid anymore. Now there are still ways to make it work, but in my opinion at the moment, unless we do a U-turn straight away, in my turn the blue count is getting more likely, indicating more downside potential at least next week. So what I'm looking for is, let me see, so I'm gonna hide the yellow count because this for now is getting unlikely or less likely. The blue count can work out in various ways. So in the blue count, we rallied in a larger A wave to the top here. We came down in a B wave. Now, the ideal target for a B wave for me would be here between $103.40 and $101.90. So ideally, I would like to see the B wave to get a clear and nice B wave get into this region. For this, however, it needs to break key support, absolutely crucial support, and that's here the very clearly defined $104.10 level, a level I've called out several times in the last few weeks here. Because first we had resistance and now support, support, and support again and got rejected. If it breaks below that $104.10 level, it is gonna most likely head down to the 50% Fibonacci retracement level, measured by the way from the February lows all the way here to the last swing high. That's a very common retracement for a wave B. And below that, we've got the golden ratio at $102.79. Below that, the 78.6 retracement at $101.93. These are all likely retracement levels for a B wave. And the way it's coming down, we just need to be ready for further downside next week, I think. Looks like we've hit a more substantial top up there. But then again, as long as the 104.09 level isn't broken, we don't really have confirmation because it hit support. I mean, this is all, it's not only that structural support, this level is also the 38.2 fib retracement. So it did hit that. I mean, you could say possibly the B wave is already finished here, but it's normally I would like to see a B wave to hit the 50% fib level. So that would be my preference, but it needs to break the 104.10 level first. The moment we saw quite a good reversal at that level. And if we now carry on from here, which we just need to see how Monday opens basically, we could already be in the C wave. But that would lead, in all cases, based on this count, to further upside in a C wave eventually. And I can measure the C wave target based on the latest low, but as you can see, if we drop a bit lower, those targets will go down as well. But based on the latest low, let's say we really bottomed here in the B wave, it would take us to at least $107.14. That's C wave of a larger B wave, because all of that is embedded in a much larger ABC correction here. So A wave down, yeah, into February. B wave to the upside, that's what we're currently working on, ABC, and then eventually a C wave down, which will be somewhere down there. But for now, first target, the 61.8 extension. Most likely we're going to see some resistance there because it's also the previous wave 4 resistance here, back from November. And that's structural resistance between 107.14 and $108. Next target, however, FIB target, yeah, I mean, resistance is not necessarily a target, but the 107.14 level is, even though it's a less common one. The more likely target, in my opinion, would be $109.56 based on everything we can see now. But as I said, if the B wave goes down a little bit lower eventually, we can see this come down further. Now, we now need to be watching. I mean, you don't really get a confirmation that the C wave has started until we see a sustained break above 105.48. So that would be the signal level that the C wave has started, 105.48. So we've moved into a range basically, moving in this range. The 105.48 level is the 78.6 retracement. Just to explain what could happen here. This B wave, so either it's finished or goes down a little lower. I would personally prefer a little bit more of a complex B wave. And then we could get something like this. This move down as an A wave, a move up in a B wave, and come down in C. Only if this B wave goes above 105.48 or 105.49, it is getting less likely that we still see a lower C wave in B. Okay, so either way, this is just how it can unfold on the shorter time frame, on the smaller time frame. Nothing has changed in the forecast since we really turned around here. So the focus is still on higher. The focus has remained on higher, and we can focus on higher as long as we stay eventually above $101.93. So that's just very important because you've got your target up there, or we have an active, let's say, corrective uptrend, yeah, in a B wave. And the question is just always how it's unfolding on the lower time frames. But for now, the trend is up. And yeah, it would be nice to get a clearer B wave. Then we know a little bit better where we stand in the overall count. And then to eventually put that C wave in to the upside. Okay, that's my update about the DXY. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership and also make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. There's additional content every day and you can find those links also in the video description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.